I want to welcome you to Dream Chasers Radio with me, your host, Yaya Diamond. What's up, people? How you doing? Okay, we have a wonderful, wonderful show with you today, and it's a very unique name. You're gonna like this artist's name, and you're gonna love his music. I am right here to tell you. Don't you go anywhere. We'll be right back. Okay, so today we have an artist on the show and the music, and we're going to play all of that. But before we get started, please subscribe to our channels. You can get him on Instagram, and we're going to go ahead and show that. It's Ygbalenciaga. Let me tell you something. It took me a minute to get that because I didn't want to torture it. So it's Ygbalenciaga. And, that's just his name. And I want to welcome him to the show. He taught me how to say his name. Definitely. So let me go ahead and add him to the stream here. Welcome to the show, brother. How you doing?
Yo, what's good, y'all? What's good? It's your boy Ygbalenciaga, aka Big 713 from the South, here with you and Yaya Diamond on Dream Chasers Radio, man. I hope everybody's doing well today. It's a beautiful day. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Ready to be alive. So how y'all doing?
Except for me, you can hear the thundering and the lightning in the background.
I love thunder and rain. You're kind of lucky. I wish it was a little bit more over here. So,
I feel like I'm going to go to sleep.
Right? Those are the best times to take a nap.
It definitely is the best time to take a nap. So tell me all about yourself. How did you get involved in the music industry?
Yeah, no, most definitely. I've always been big on music. Again, I'm from Houston, Texas, A-Leaf District. Shout out to everybody in A-Leaf District. You know what it is. Music in general has just played a big role in my life, growing up. Especially rap and hip hop, especially where I was brought up from. And I just, over time, I realized a lot of the music, there's a story behind it. Everybody has a story. Everybody has something to tell and which is incorporated in their music. I'm sharing like every, day situations or life experiences, things like that. So it was a big deal for me. Like over time, me being the kind of person I am, I just enjoyed kind of getting involved and sharing my story through music and stuff like that.
It's wonderful to actually be able to be creative and to actually see your work that you've put so much time into, come to pass. How was that first time for you?
It was a lot of trial and error, because I feel like, I'm sure there's tons of other unsigned underground artists that are around, promoting their music. But for me, it was again through trial and error, because, when you have a vision or a specific sound or something that you want to accomplish, a lot of times, certain producers or people around you don't see those visions. They can't hear that, they can't hear that sound you're trying to put in front of everybody and things like that. So, for me, it was a lot of trial and error. I had to learn everything from the get-go. I had to learn how to distribute the music, how to engineer the music, how to overall master, create, and produce the music. So definitely, a lot of trial and error. It took a lot of patience, determination, and just, that strive to succeed and want to share my story through music.
It is hard. I'm not gonna lie, because you put so many different hours into it. When you first started, though, did you think it was gonna be this, detailed? I'm not gonna say hard, because it is enjoyable. I love putting out music. I love when people put out their music. So I know it's enjoyable, but it is detailed. Tell me, how did you overcome all of those hurdles to get where you are today?
Yeah, it definitely. I would say the rap game and just the music industry in general is like really cutthroat, right? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And nowadays, I feel like with the industry how it is now, it's really oriented towards, the numbers. How much influence do you have necessarily before we can say, okay, is he really worth the investment, or is that sound really what we're looking to invest in, and so on. But for me, it was something where it's like, I feel like every artist has this and they know what I'm talking about. But like when you make music and you put out music and you're, telling your story, expressing yourself. Because for me, when I make music, it's about based off how I'm feeling. It's almost similar to like Kodak Black. Kodak Black says that plenty of times. When he makes music, it's not just, listen to a beat and then start spitting off the dome. It's about how he feels inside, who he is as a person and what he's feeling during that time when he's creating, art necessarily. Mm-hmm. But for me, it's that feeling inside that I get where it's like, there's been times I put out so much music, and I feel like it's not getting that traction. And when I want to walk away, I can't, which I also incorporated another song I made where it's like, sometimes I feel like I want to walk away, but for some reason I keep getting pulled back, where it's like, this is destiny for me. This is what I got to do. Because for me, it wouldn't make sense where there's times where, I'm in an emotional state, or I'm in that certain state of mind, and I feel like I got a story to tell every single time. And when I find that right rhythm and that vibe and that sound wave, I'm able to tell that story through it. And then from there, me, it's like I want to share that with the world, because maybe I'm not the only person that's feeling the same way, and maybe there's others that can actually, understand, vibe, and relate to the music that I put out, you know what I mean, in certain ways, in their own story necessarily, and motivate them to keep doing what they're doing, and love what they do, and don't be so discouraged, and just always stay true to yourself, and true to your music and what you believe in, because you're going to always have those people out there that don't see those visions, that don't believe in it, that are going to just try to discredit you or say certain things. But at the end of the day, that shouldn't break you. That should strengthen you, if anything, and keep pushing forward, because now you getting the recognition, and you have people starting to listen and look in and see what all you're about. You know what I mean?
I do. Who have you looked up to during this entire process that you've been, indie artist? You've been out there on your own. You've been pushing it. You've even been putting your own money behind this.
Yeah, everything I do is my own investments. I don't have a marketing team. I don't got a producer team. I don't got no major studios. I don't got labels. I don't got managers. Everything I've been doing from the get-go is I've been on my own. I've been putting in my own money. You know what I mean? Balling on a budget, of course, because life ain't what it seems. And of course, don't get me wrong. You got the people out there,
yeah,
what I'm saying, who are still trapping, and they get the 20K a week, 15 grand a week. Trust me, when I was young and I didn't have to work or anything, I trapped a little bit on the side, and money was good. So if life was like that, I could see having those investments to put in the music and make it big, and then start getting some recognition. But yeah, of course, everything I do is my own investment. And again, that just goes back to what I believe in the music and the sound I'm trying to portray and put out, and really try to pave a new way for unique, original artists. You know what I mean? Try to bring out and just, bring out their own sound and their originality and things like that.
Yeah, definitely. Who has been your mentor or someone that you've looked up to during this entire time?
Oh, yeah. Mentors. I would say like the biggest mentors for me, definitely Tupac. I love Tupac.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, him against the world, us against the world type shit. Excuse my language. I'm not sure if this.
You're good.
I have a bad tendency of cussing sometimes. Tupac, Kodak Black. I love Kodak Black. I've seen him from like the beginning stages all the way to where he is now. And, I love his message and just who he is as a person. He's always stayed true to himself. He never switches up, because, a lot of times I see certain artists that I look up to way back, and then, you see them now doing things that they never said they would be doing back in the day. So, it's like nowadays, so many people, I guess, I don't know, maybe there's greed, or I don't know, maybe it's not, sometimes it's never enough for certain people, you know what I mean? So they start switching up for the money and portraying themselves to be someone they're not, doing things and things like that. So, but Tupac, Kodak Black, Biggie, of course, Tupac and Biggie, back to back. And then I would say the other person that I really like was YFN Lucy. I think that's how you say his name. I'm bad with pronouncing names, but
me too.
You know what I'm saying? He's a lyrical good artist too. I mean, hey, free him. He's still in, I think he's still in prison right now, being held down. But those were like my main artists, because lyrically influential, them being influential and just who they are as a person, staying true to their name and never switching up. You know what I mean? That's the biggest thing for me, is being true to your name and who you are. If I see you come up a certain way, and then years later I see you switch up and be someone you're not, then it's just like I can't even associate with you now, because that just lets me know you're never true to your word. And how can I trust you if you're so quick, a couple M's in front of you, and here you are being this type of person, when back then you were another person and your music was different in the first place, and now you changed for a totally different reason.
Yeah, I hear you. Some people do change, but it's more like, I think for me, it's like, okay, because when people come out with music, you can see the evolution of their change. It's like, okay, and they talk about it. They do talk about it. Exactly. But when people just change because they need more money, then that's a whole different thing
Yeah,
altogether.
exactly.
So yeah, I understand where you're coming from. So you do have a song out on Spotify, 11 p.m. to Times Square, right? The freestyle.
Yeah, it's a
Okay.
freestyle. Yeah, I did it. I literally just made that like I think it was last week. I finished and made that.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I
Wow.
put that out recently. I think it actually necessarily last Monday is when I dropped that on all major platforms. Um,
Okay.
typically, it's I mean, it's definitely a little different than some of my other songs. But again, when I make music, it's based off the vibe. I can say I was on some Drake vibes that night when I was making this. So
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying, I just wanted to put something out that everybody can enjoy, vibe to, and
All
just
right.
see how it goes. You know what I mean?
That's right. Well, we're going to go ahead and play that right now. Here it is, 11 p.m. in Times Square, freestyle.
I was gonna say that audio might sound different since you're playing on your end, but I mean, y'all, if y'all go stream this on all major platforms, your phone, play it in your car, whatever. Like, actually play it. It bumps, y'all. It bumps.
Sometimes I'm feeling like a Drake. I just wanna be great. Look, I'm willing to take the risk, take the stakes. I know what it takes to be great. I'm on that paper chase. Babies won't give me face, but I ain't got time to waste. Man, I'm feeling like a fat kid. All I want is cake. Man, I never thought I'd see this day. Getting money, getting paid, but I'm here to stay. You know that I'm really with this shit. I ain't here to play, but that pussy is a slave. Man, I'm staying in my own lane. I ain't never gonna switch for a damn thing. Guess you gonna know my name after I give you this back strain. Yeah, I'm smoking on that purple haze just to keep me sane. Keep me sane, reminiscing about the old days. Running over hoes, man, I got up in my own ways. Old ways, I ain't never gonna change. Fuck you pussy ass lanes, I ain't in it for the fame. Bitch, you know I got the aim. Bitch, you know I love the bang. Ay, you know I love the bang. You know I love the bang. And I ain't never gonna switch for a damn thing. Yeah, I love being out there, pussy make that girl sing. I ain't never gonna switch on my gang. I'ma stay true to my name. And when I talk about my gang, I be talking about the ones who been with me since the beginning, man.
Goddamn, LT made another one. Wow. Yes. It's short and sweet, man. It's straight to the point. I like it.
Appreciate it. Like I said, it might sound different from when recording it and then playing it on the audio, but like, if y'all go check it out, all major platforms, it bangs. You know what I mean? I've heard this song probably like me as an artist, when I hear a song or but before I even put out a song, I at least listen to it like 200 times.
Yeah.
Sure. You know what I mean?
For
It's
sure.
like an addiction. Like, I have to know if I hear it 200 plus times that it sounds good every single time, whether it's in the car, certain speakers, everything. I literally go above and beyond to make sure that the sound is what I want it to be. So I would highly encourage, definitely go check out the music I have to put out. I do got some Southside anthem songs, for H-Town, 713, I have to hold it down. I had to put out like 3 of those Southside, as well as My Story, as well as, what was the other one? I had another one too, unless I didn't put that out. Southside, My Story, Money Combos. I got plenty of other. So, yeah, definitely check it out.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna look at this real quick because I want to make sure people know. So it's Drop Top. Yup. Are these all yours?
Yeah, those are all mine. Yeah, I actually, so recently, Bruce Wayne, Freestyle, 11 p.m. freestyle, and then also I think actually, those were all it. I just dropped those recently. But I have like I have 29 plus songs on there. I even got Chopped and Screwed because I love the H-Town vibes. I love Chopped and Screwed in some of my songs, reverb, all that stuff. I got that incorporated under my artist music and playlists and things like that. So, I mean, you'd be surprised. I mean, the sound I portray is not the typical sound. It's different, but at the same time, I've been reached out to like plenty or reached out by plenty of verified artists and even producers that hit me up that like low key are just letting me know, like, we see you, we see what you're doing. We like it. Let's see how far you can take it though. That's the thing. You know what I mean? It's always a test run for most artists. It's like, you'd be surprised. Sometimes you feel like maybe nobody's seeing your stuff because you're getting minimal results, that is, or whatever, or minimum results. But over time, when you're consecutive or consistent necessarily, and you're showing that determination, and you're consistent with the sound and what you're trying to portray and who you are and the message and the subliminal messages in your music, you'd be surprised. People start slowly reaching out, which I've been reached out by plenty of people. Even artists I like. Actually, I was just playing around, just going on their profile, hey, when we're going to do a collab, and surprisingly, they'd reach out and give me like a discount on a feature, you know what I mean? Which is, regardless of the situation, it's dope that an artist that I like, is able to actually be willing to work with me when never in my mind originally did I think, I would make it that far to where people would be open to working with me. In the time frame that I've actually been releasing, you know what I mean?
I know what you mean. Nowadays, I mean, it's easier to reach out to them because you know what? The record labels they're no longer in the middle. The artist has control. A lot of the artists have control over their destiny, and they do want to help other people come up, but they can't do it for free, obviously. But I mean, at the same time, it's wonderful to see that the opportunity is there for people who, they like or they want to work with to do it. So yeah, congratulations on that, man.
I appreciate it. This is just still the beginning. You know what I mean? I think like I mentioned, my first song I put out was like July of 2020, and I've already put out 29 plus songs. I have an album already done with 12 songs on it. I got 3 artists that I'm working with to finish their verses on the tracks itself. So I postponed the album for a little bit later on. I have a song, Sorry for the Wait, on SoundCloud right now that actually has been getting some really good recognition. It's unreleased. It's supposed to be a part of the new album that I had coming out. And, again, that's on SoundCloud. I think surprisingly, I was able to get a little over 2,000 streams, and then at least 300 people came out and liked it, reposted stuff like that. So I know the traction's there and the fans are there to at least somewhat support some of the projects that they're vibing with and stuff like that, which is makes me more appreciative and makes me determined to continue what I'm doing.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, for me, it's like I don't know. I don't think I've seen anyone from Houston as of right now, at least who's a Caucasian, right? Artist that has put out as many songs as well as already completed a full album within the time frame that I've been doing this. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it done. So I just feel like at a certain point, I'm gonna have to kind of chillax for a little bit because I'm gonna have to let everybody catch up with all the songs that came out with. I mean, especially when I start actually focusing on the marketing aspect, which is what I'm just now getting into, which was the Spotify algorithm, because Spotify is a pain in the butt.
Oh yeah.
To get algorithm, unless you already are signed with someone or know somebody to actually, do it for you. When you got to do things on your own, it's 10 times more complicated and it takes 10 times longer and 10 times more money. So, you know what I mean? I've just been patient, determined, still focused. I've been getting good feedback from plenty of people, and it's just one of those things where it's like now I'm trying to put aside the finances to start investing in those Spotify ads and marketing gigs and stuff like that to overall build the foundation of the brand. I'm sure you're aware because you've been doing this for a long time. You know how it was. It's pain for sure.
It is, but it's it's rewarding. Can't help
Yeah,
it.
right. At the end, for sure. Yeah. You
Yeah.
hold out and you stay determined, you reap the benefits way later, and it's exponential necessarily.
Yeah.
So,
Definitely, definitely. Well, I've been putting down that people can get you on your Instagram at YG Valencia, as well as all major platforms, even Spotify at YG
yeah,
Valencia.
YG Balenciaga.
Yeah, right.
It's funny
Yeah.
because I was like thinking in my head, I was like, this is actually an easy name to pronounce, but for surprising a lot of people though, they're like,
How do you pronounce that again? It's
Balenciaga needs to step up their game, I guess, because
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you take the YG off and you just put Valencia, it's easier. But I think the YG confuses people because they think that's a part of the pronunciation of the
Yeah,
name.
yeah.
Yeah, so that's probably where
YG.
it get, yeah, but yeah,
Okay.
definitely. But I like it. I like it a lot. I think it rings, and definitely, I think that people should follow you on Instagram. They should actually, put you on the playlist for your songs on Spotify and any other major platform. They can find you at YG Valencia. I mean, that is such a wonderful name,
Yeah,
Valencia.
no. I appreciate it. It takes time for people, trust me. It's funny because YG necessarily is a short pronunciation of young Balenciaga, but then I was like, that's probably too complicated for whatever. I'm just with YG Balenciaga, but yeah, I mean, whoever, I would really highly recommend a lot of people who are looking for some new music, whether it's hip hop, underground, hip hop, rap, whatever the case may be, something sometimes even a little bit more lyrical, definitely go check out my music. I'm not saying I'm the best of the best or, better than any of these other great, talented artists. I'm just saying, if you want to experience something outside of the realm that you're currently listening to, the vibrations, things like that, you can always go check out my tracks. I'm like Mr. Universal. All right. I got tons of bangers for different vibes, different types of groups, whatever you want to, whatever you're feeling during that time, to where everybody can relate and vibe to. So I would highly suggest, definitely checking it out when you have the time. Even if you can give me your feedback, I appreciate feedback, whether you hate it or love it. I really don't care. For me, it's like, I need people to let me know and reach out and let me know, hey, look, I like this. I like that. Oh, I don't like this. I don't like that. So I can reevaluate and continue to master my craft. Because at the end of the day, for me, it's like, this is what I love to do. This is what I want to do for the rest of my life. And I want to make sure that I'm doing it the right way. And, I want to make sure that also I'm getting all aspects, from multiple different people with different types of taste in music, because, that's that I appreciate all that stuff, whether it's negative or positive. I still take that in. I take it into consideration. I reevaluate certain things, and I really continue to, focus on my music and my craft as a person and as a person, or as who I am as an artist too. So, all that stuff really matters to me if y'all really take the time to go do that for me.
Awesome. Yes, definitely. So follow, subscribe, feedback, comment. Even if you comment on this particular audio or video, whichever one you're watching right now, go ahead and drop it down below, because he's going to have access to all of that and he can actually answer you as well. So thank you so much, YG, for being on the show. I appreciate it.
Appreciate you. Thank you. I mean, hey, this was a pleasure. I love what you're doing. Love how you're helping out other artists out there, that really need that recognition, and to, have them let their voice be heard necessarily. So I appreciate that. I appreciate all of Yaya's listeners, what I mean, from Dream Chasers Radios. Definitely hit me up. You'll definitely see more of me. Don't think this is the last time you'll hear from me. Trust me. It takes time, determination. But like I said, I got some things in the works, music videos, things like that. I'm going to be focusing on that, putting that out next year. And even, I mean, I have so many songs written already that I can at least continue making music even without trying for another 3 years if I wanted to. So, I'm saying, definitely check me out. I got a lot to offer. You'd be surprised. White boy from the South, Big 713, YG Balenciaga, trying to do it right this year. You know what I mean? So definitely check me out.
Awesome. Thank you so much. YG Balenciaga, guys. That's
YG Balenciaga.
I want to slow it down so people can hear it, because be like, how you say it again?
Yeah. Just think of the designer brand Balenciaga, and then just add like YG in front of it. So YG Balenciaga.
That's it.
Yeah.
you. Thank you so much for being on the show. I appreciate it. I appreciate your time, and I love it. I love it. Keep going. And when you have your music video now, you know you're part of the family. You got to come back now.
Oh, I'll be back. Trust me. I'm gonna keep y'all updated along the way. You know,
Good.
I'll set up some more interviews, keep y'all posted as I continue to achieve certain things and get things done. So, yeah,
Definitely.
it's not the last of me, y'all. You'll see more of me.
That's it. That's it. And I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. Don't forget to go to the Instagram and follow all major platforms right here, Spotify. Okay. And feedback is also welcome. And thank you again, YG, for being on the show. And thank you guys so much for tuning in. And you know what I always say, don't forget to dare to be different.